Dollarman digging. Let's get into it. Went around to a couple shops as of recently. Hit up the, of course, Panther Comics. Went to the comic store in Glassboro with the Heroes in Mount Holly and my buddy's show over at the Best Western, Quick Sell, and welcome back to their event of all kinds of great dollar books. So I figured I'd show off some of my finds, maybe some antique store finds, and a little bit extra. So let's jump right into it. All right, first book here we got Justice League of America Annual number 2. First appearance of Justice League Detroit. First appearance of like Vibe and Gypsy and all that. Black Widow number 2. Second appearance of Yelena Belova. And then we've got 2 copies of Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 1. First, Ogun. This is a great little sleeper book. A little random set here. Thaniel 1 through 4. This is a random horror title I just picked up for shins and giggles. And this is the Welcome Back Quick Sell event, if I had mentioned that already. Mystique number 1, great cover. It's a good run to put together. Old Inspired number 2, another great cover. And we got Fez 4208. This is a book I've talked about in past videos. It's the first appearance of the Champions of Xandar. And then, you know what this is. A little minor key. Mutants Annual number 6. And a couple Ritter stories. Grimm's Ghost Stories number 50. Some modern reprints. We got Green Lantern 195. I believe this is when Guy Gardner becomes officially the Green Lantern of Earth, but I think that happens a couple times. The second print of Green Lantern number 36. You always tell the second prints on that run by the black and white backdrops. X-Force number 22. I believe this is the cover swipe for From Dusk Till Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's holding like a rifle there where the claws are. Green Lantern number 49, another great part of this Blackest Night tie-ins. We've got New X-Men number 117, first appearance of Glob Herman and someone else. I forget who else is in this issue. I think Beak, I think is the other person. We got 119. We've got 126. I always think there's something to this issue, but I don't think there is. Great cover, 156. There's another one, Albedo 13. I always think there's something to this cover, but I think I'm thinking of a different Kevin Eastman book with a similar backdrop. We got Black Widow number 3, third part of that Yelena Belova story. Just need number 1 to finish out the set. Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 7. This is the first appearance of The Champion. Cool little book that you don't see all the time in dollar bins. Captain Adam number 1, another book you don't always see in dollar bins. That's actually a little minor key. Some people call this Captain Adam's first appearance in DC Universe, but I believe it's actually Crisis number 5. I guess this would be his full appearance here. But Kizar 17, this is another book I talk about a lot. It's first appearance of Everett Ross, General Ross's son. Definitely someone you're going to see over and over and over again in future MCU projects. Mystique cover gallery, just another cool book to pick up. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. Uncanny X-Men 1, Join the X-Men. First appearance of Magneto's white suit, and it's also first appearance of Gold Balls. Cool little book. Uncanny X-Men number 345, first appearance of Maggot. There's another cool book. Detective Comics number 554. First time Black Canary dons her new suit. Random Wonder Woman Raider copy when her flip through. Preview appearance of Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew in Teen Titans number 16. Just silly nonsense. Thor number 3, just a random variant. There's another book I pick up all the time. I don't know why I pick this book up all the time. Batman 433. I don't know. There's something about it. Teen Titans number 37, first appearance of Ms. Martian. I think there's another minor thing to this book as well. Spider-Woman 33 is another good run I'm trying to put together. And this is also first appearance of Turner D. Sentry, a random, pretty goofy Spider-Woman villain. He reminds me of like a Batman 66 type character. Saga Swamp Thing number 7, good run filler, another good run to put together. Hardware number 1, this is a book that blows my mind every time I see it in the dollar bin. This is definitely not a dollar book. And I think they're all newsstands. I think all these are new. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if that matters. Giant Size Wolverine Old Man Logan number 1. I love this arc where he takes on the Bruce Jr. Masters of the Universe number 5. Great Skeletor cover. New Mutants 32 is another one I talk about time and time again. I just see it all the time. But this is first time you see Madripoor in the comics. More modern comics. Reprints Venture Squad number 5 and number 6 there. Teenage Hot Rodders. I forget what issue this is offhand, which is a cool book to pick up for $1 or less. Just League of America 117. So a lot of cool reader copies. 134. Despero is always an awesome villain. 179. This is first appearance of Satin Satan, I think her name is. Some random villain. And it's also when Firestorm joins the Justice League. Doctor for 7 is not the first appearance. God, I'm blanking on who's in this book. But I think it's also, if I'm not mistaken, either this one or the other Afra book in here is when we actually get Afra's first reveal of her actual full name. And it's a second print. That's what's cool. Second appearance of... this is Grail. Second appearance of Grail and his first appearance of her mother, I believe. Just League 41. 2 copies there. Lone Wolf and Cub #1. Another great book, Pick Up and Dominance. A third print. And another one where it's like, I have a video I'm working on just this book alone. I can't believe this is a $1 book. It's crazy. Justice League of America 124 is cool little, not really it's a key, but it's cool to see the 2 issues, especially the earlier ones. We got Justice League 129. I believe this is Death, or I guess Dismantling or Destruction of Red Tornado. 192. Or is it, this, I think this is the Death of Red Tornado. I think it's just a different Red Tornado issue. I think this is when you get introduced. This is another first appearance of something. Maybe I might be mixing this up with the other Afra issue. Green Lantern #37, second print. We've got a Hulk #5, second print. And a Villains United #1, also a second print. New X-Men #116. This should be with the other ones. Along with 118, first appearance of Stepford Cuckoos, and I think someone else in this. First cover appearance of Beak, if that means anything. X-Men #125. Next one, 127. Great Zorn cover. This is a great Tombstone issue. Spectator Spider-Man #151. And a Raider Twilight Zone. I love this run. This just gold key goodness. Legion Superheroes 294. This, I believe it's only 2 parts, or maybe 3 parts. But the Dark Side saga is it's a good read. It's always good to pick up for $1. Ditko's World, #1. This is an awesome book. I didn't even know this existed until I saw it. I just had to pick it up. Batman and Robin #1. Technical first appearance of Professor Pig, depending on who you ask. Secret Defenders #12. I think this is a hot book now. But Secret Defenders #12. Awesome Plasm cover there. Spider-Woman #47. Another great run fillers. Good run, I'm trying to finish off. Saga Swamp Thing #8. Hardware #1 in the poly bag, which is exciting. We got Ultraman Taiga #3. It's only the second issue I have of this run. This is a weirdly tough run I'm trying to put together, but I always pick up the kaiju stuff whenever I see it. Tick #1, I believe this is a 4th print. It needs a press pretty bad. We have the X-Force #6. It's an awesome cover. Bizarre Adventures #34. This is another great read. Maze Spider 173. It's a great Molten Man issue. I got another great Molten Man issue in one of these bins here. Another first Professor Pig, and to round it off, a Thor run filler #380. So that was the Quick Sale and Welcome Back event I went to earlier in the month. And then this is from Panther Comics, I believe. So I need to bag aboard some of these. We got Fun and Games #8. This is just a cool nonsense book. We got Thor 429. I'm almost done this run. I think I got between 75 and 100 issues-ish left, I think. But a lot of them are like the Bronze Age run fillers. The Warp #1. I think I have a couple copies of this. I don't know why. I just always pick it up. And it's a good read. Blunt Syndicate 19. Another run I'm trying to finish out. Nightbreed #3. Always pick up the Clive Barker stuff. Daredevil #1. The Dark Reign one-shot or miniseries. But this is the second print. It's cool. Cool cover. Seduction and Innocent Part 1. This is just another neat book. I think Eclipse put this out. Tales of Terror #8, another cool Eclipse horror title. Silver Surfer #1 is like volume 5 or 6 or something like that. But it's cool to, High Evolutionary, Galactus, Silver Surfer. It's always cool to see those guys together. Green Lantern 195, I think this is also the Guy Gardner issue. 142 is an issue I just needed for the run. 187. Oh, I love this cover. I don't know what it is. I got #8 from volume 3. #3. Also in volume 3, little newsstand. Darker Image #1. That doesn't have another Darker Image #1 with the Max card. I always pick these up. I don't know why. A Firestorm, the Nuclear Man #24. First appearance of the Blue Devil. This is a great book. I have been hunting for this forever, and I just, for a reason, I'm trying to put this run together, so I kind of pick them up when I see them, but I always miss out on this issue, so it's cool to finally have it. And then the Spectacular Spider-Man 63 is an awesome issue where they take on Molten Man and a bunch of neighbors get a hose and pots and pans and just kind of take him out in the yard. awesome, just dumb Spider-Man fun. And the Blue Devil #1, his first solo. And I think there's a minor appearance in this as well. I think it's his origin. Weird War Tales I don't remember what this is, the tags in the way. Number 68. This is great, totally not Godzilla issue. And then we can move on to, so the first couple issues here, the Spider-Woman I bought off of a buddy of mine for, I think, $2 a piece. So it's not really dollar bin, but it's close enough. Just some run fillers, just to round out what I need. This is the first appearance of Morgan Le Fay in the Modern Age of Comics. Number 12, we got 46. As you can, just a great run to put together. And number 2, which is also I think this is Morgan Le Fay's cameo or something else. And then a couple pickups from this shouldn't be in there. From the antique store I was blanking on. I also picked up another book that should be here, but looks like it got misplaced. But Master of Horrors #2 and #1 need to be put in bags of boards. I'll have to throw a picture of the third book I'd picked up out and about there. And then moving on, I went to Heroes. There's a great comic shop up in, I believe, Mount Holly. But I got Creature Commandos 2 through 8. No #1 there, but it's just fun reading material. I'll find a #1 eventually. I don't know how to have this run already. And it seems like bad timing to try and put this together, but at least I only have 1 issue left. But I've always loved the Creature Commandos. I'm a little worried to see what happens to this show, but I just put up a video of this last week, actually, breaking down the James Gunn announcements. Go check that out if you haven't already. Ape City #1. Just part of the Adventure Comics run on Planet of the Apes. Just some cool, fun stories. The artwork in this is really well done. Avengers West Coast #50. This is return of the original Human Torch, John Hammond. I think there's also a minor first in this as well, if I'm not mistaken. And also Weird Science reprint. It's just a cool book. I love these pre-code sci-fi books. Good old EC. And then this is another cheater. This is, I think, $5 or something like that. But Thor 223. Another Bronze Age issue I needed for the run. And then moving on to, I was at the other day, the comic store in Glassboro, and I ran through their dollar bins and found some goodies. You got Action Comics $5.92, the first part of the Sleaze arc, where Superman and Big Barda are forced to make a sort of porno. If you haven't read this, you have to. It's issue 252 and 592 and 593. They're just ridiculous. Poor Mr. Miracle. Amazing Adventures #18. This is an awesome book. First appearance of Killraven. This is a book you don't see too often. It's usually picked up pretty quickly, so it was very cool to see that one. We got Secret Wars #4 and #3. I always pick up these issues when I see them for cheap. I have them already. It can't hurt to have another copy. Firestorm #35. First appearance of Weasel. Saw this was on the Hot 10 list this week. I didn't even know this was first appearance of Weasel. I thought Weasel predated this run. But it's just another issue I needed, and I can't believe people are paying $10, $20, $30 for this book. It's crazy. Gloop Lar, this is the innovation trade. And, some of these trades are kind of tough to get, especially these 80s trades. Catwoman 82 is an awesome cover. Just a cool book to pick up in the dollar bins. Justice League 209. It's just another cool run filler, and it's a really clean cover for what it is, especially considering it's a white cover. It's a newsstand, and from 82, how can you leave it there for $1? Jeepers Creepers #3 is the B cover. There's another one. I picked up only 1 copy of this, 1 cover per issue when this came out, and I don't know why I didn't get all the variants, so I'm kind of tracking them back down. Avengers X-Men #2 is another run. I have most of these issues. I might have this already. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I get to CLZing. The Futurins #3 is great Dave Cochran issue. You can never go wrong with Dave Cochran, really, especially with this sci-fi. Alien Worlds 3D #1 is a great cover. And then this is the 3D Eclipse run. It's actually not a #1. This is like #6. 3D Alien Terror. There's another silly book. It's just damn dumb fun. Spans Forward is 35. It's just a cool variant cover. It's a pretty thick book for $1. I believe it's also first appearance of a variant on Kang. X Factor #4 is a book you see from time to time. First appearance of Frenzy is an overlooked dollar book. Year 1, Batman Ra's al Ghul #2. I always love Ra's al Ghul. It's kind of a little weak spot for me. Spawn 65, cool movie cover. Marvel Knights Spider-Man #16. This is the issue where Absorbed Man does a line of blow and turns into a lump of cocaine, pretty much. It's just, and again, dumb fun. That's why I love comic books. So stupid. Justice Inc. #1, just a cool dollar book. You don't see this one too often. I think there's only 3 or 4 issues in this run. I'd like to fill the run out. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #7. It's got a pretty nasty tick down there, but second appearance of El Muerto. The movie's coming, and you know, maybe I could make a couple bucks on it. If not, oh well, probably not with that tick. But I just kind of picked it up for shit to giggles. Cool book to talk about. But I think it's crazy if this movie actually does come out and we do get a chance to see this. But hey, I mean, Bad Bunny's attached to it, and Sony's going to make what Sony's going to make. So, Deadpool 31, I believe this is first appearance of Ellie, Deadpool's daughter. It's a cool book. Tales of Ninja Warriors, #15. This is a great run. They also put these in magazine format. I love the art in these. They're so ridiculous, and you don't actually see them too often. CFW, I think this is their only run, if I'm not mistaken, and it's just, you know, they're a dollar book, but you just don't see them all too often. DC Comics presents #29. This is a great issue where Superman goes toe-to-toe with the Spectre, and it really puts the Spectre in position here as an awesome character. Necroscope #4, an awesome Malibu issue. And I think this is the last issue I needed for the run. I think I'm officially done that one, so that's always a good feeling. Booster Gold 16, another way show's coming. It's cool negative space cover. You don't see too often, but I mean, you see it, but a clean copy is always a nice pickup. Nova #11, I believe this is when Sam Alexander and Nova and Richard Rider meet for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's either that or this is like when he joins the Champions or something. But I believe this is when he actually meets his dad officially. Thanos 17, first appearance of the Fallen One. This is the B cover. Not the best cover, but hey, you know, it's not the worst. Casper #1. This is a cool little newsstand. He's being put in a bag of board. You just don't see the newsstands in that era too often. Amazing Heroes 112. Always like picking these up just to flip through them, read some old articles, see some cool old previews. And there's a really cool article in this one about the Spectre, funny enough. So it's just a cool book to flip through. He Said, She Said Comics #6. I thought there's only 5 issues of this run. I never seen the 6, so that was kind of cool. And it's the second part of the O.J. Simpson trial. And I already have 2 copies, so that's why the only reason I left it. But I should have picked up the other 5, because on the inside, there's an awesome pinup of O.J.'s... It's his mugshot, which is kind of cool. I think I've thrown it in a video in the past. I believe back in my Farpoint video, back in like a couple months ago. It's just something silly, some fun. Scouts of Warriors #1. This is a tough book to get in high grade, and for $1, I figured I'd roll the dice on it. It looks like a pretty sharp copy, and it's, you know, it's a thin book, and it needs to be put in a better bag of board. But it's just one you don't actually see too often, and that's an awesome book. I mean, short-lived. 80s storyline, amazing book. I think there's only 3 issues to that, too. Turok #1, this is the gold foil edition. The gold foil you really don't see too often. You see the regular edition in every single dollar bin. You see it all the time. But Valiant's gold editions aren't always the most common. And, of course, to round it off, we get Detective Comics #427. It's just a cool detective run filler. And, you know, you never go wrong with 20-cent detectives. But on top of all that dollar bin goodness, we can talk about, I got a stack of, some of these are reused bags of boards. Picked this one up at a antique mall the other day. It's just a cool Atlas issue. It's definitely a low grade. Same thing with the Kid Colt #43. It's another, for sure, low grade. But when the price is right, I always love picking up these Atlas books. Golden Age issues are always fun to pick up when you see them. And then I picked up a second appearance of Adam Strange, showcase number, I believe this is 18. His first appearance is 17, I think. They're tagged right over it. But it's an awesome book. I have another book I picked up with this one, but it's getting pressed and cleaned. I might, maybe I'll throw it in the next haul video just to show it off, because it is an awesome book. But if you follow my Instagram, you've seen it already. So if you're not already following, go over there and check it out. And then we've got some horror mags. Haunt of Horror #3 is awesome. Zombie, mummy-ish cover. Swamp Stalkers. I love the Marvel horror book, especially the magazines. You got Dracula Lives #13. It's a great cover where he just kind of transitions from Bat to Dracula, swooping down. Picked both of those up at the Welcome Back Quick Sell event. And then again at the antique store, picked up The Son of the Demon. I believe it's actually technical first appearance of Damian Wayne, but really not. He's not like named Damien or nothing. But it's an out-of-continuity story. Batman has a son, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is connected to Ra's al Ghul. And probably the best book I picked up in the last couple weeks is a showcase number 55. First appearance of Solomon Grundy. Buddy of mine was at the, I think it was the Clifton show? Yeah, it was a Clifton show. And he had called me knowing I was looking for this one and picked it up for me. And this is such an awesome cover. Same guy I got the Spider ones off of. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. But this book I've been looking for a while. I just need the Psycho Pirate now to go with it, because I think they're a great 1-2 punch. But yeah, I mean, just some cool books. Some of these you don't actually see every day, and it's always fun to be out there digging in the bins and looking for just some fun, different books to pick up. Hope you enjoyed. If you're not already, follow me here on Facebook and Instagram for more daily content, and join the Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed for more daily content, plenty of behind-the-scenes look at Comics and great conversations. All linked down in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one.